Hello everyone, and welcome back. Okay, so new Fellou CE. Okay, so people here at Fellou actually, well, people they give me a bunch of credits. And obviously, okay, so let's see how this is. So we got some. Let's see if we can do a task that we couldn't currently do on the last edition. Uh, there you go. I wanted to make something art-wise. Do it. So before it said it couldn't. It was like wasn't doing so good. Let's see. Oh. That was the previous thing I couldn't do. So let's see if we can actually do it. Okay, so let's try again. Let's see if it can be done. Quest. For some reason I can't do it, so maybe I have to switch over to the agent. There's a network issue. Please try again. My internet supposedly isn't connecting. Odd. Yeah, sometimes. Okay, so yeah, sometimes the we're gonna try again. Booster. Crossover. Okay, so let's try now. Okay, let's see if we can do it now. Okay, so let's hit run. This is something that I wanted to do originally. So let's see how it turns out. Because originally I tried doing this in the original Flu, and I was talking to the team there, and then I was telling, "Hey guys, there's something happened, so I want to see if the CE version." Ah, fantastic! There you go. The CE version fixed it. So this was the last thing I tried to do. So, if anyone remembers my original Flu 2.4 update from a couple, I think this was like a month or two ago. I was asked, and I was saying, "Hey," and then the image was having some problems, and it just wasn't generating based on the previous one. So let's see now. So So this is the new poster that actually got generated, which is fantastic. So looking like they fixed it. So so Fellou CE, there is no code. You don't need an invite code. You can just download it, and after you, then then you can download it, and then obviously at the time, people like, well, actually, I think I was pretty much one of the only people at the time. Um, so I was handing out codes and everything, but with the original one to see, you sign up and then you hit sign up, and then they send a code directly to your email, and then you get the code and then you sign up. But this is fantastic. So looking like they finally fixed the issue that I was actually stressing about. So fantastic, good job, guys. Good job, good job. Um, so this is our the Fellowship of the Force. A new epic begins. So we have obviously the One Ring. We have obviously all the stormtroopers. We have Sauron over here. So that's actually really, really cool. So we got that fixed. So that's fantastic. So that is one thing that I do like. So that was one of the first things I wanted to test out. Okay, so new things that we're gonna do now. Okay, so we're going to go back here. So this is just I guess this is kind of useless at this stage. So we're gonna open up another new tab. It's pretty much done. Oh, and it just saved me 10 minutes. Done in 27 seconds. I don't know what this does, to be honest. Okay, so since we got that out of the way, which is fantastic, so I'm actually you can hit enable share. So we're gonna go to another new chat. Okay, so that's done. So what's another thing that I want to do? Okay, so I guess another thing that most people do is I'm going to go on to another one. So we got think, action, and search. Okay, so let's see action right here. Action, think. So okay, so for example, I am going to do something. So let's say for example, I'm gonna go to my X, by the way. So I'm just gonna open up my X right here, and then let's say for example, another one would be a good example of this would be okay. So this is my X right here. Obviously, I follow certain people and all that type of stuff. Okay, so now let's say I want to click on this. Okay, so it's open right here. The agent's open right here. And now let's say I want to, for example, okay, so I want you to draft a reply to this X post. So let's say, for example, you're on here and you want to do a draft or reply to the X post. So I'm going to do that. It's going to think. I'm on my X, and then I'm going to show you there's another way you can do stuff on like Upwork and Fiverr and everything. That's another thing I'm going to show everyone. So let's just say I want to do this. So let's say you're in your browser, you don't want to do anything. So there you go. I'll create a draft ready for you. What's the purpose of your reply? All this type of stuff. So there you go. And then da 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 da. Hi, my name is Mr. Z. I'm an AI influencer. I'm looking to network and all that type of stuff. I already do that already as it is, but that's another one. Okay, so there you go. So you got everything. Oh, your special purpose and all that type of stuff. Obviously, I'm an AI influencer and all that type of stuff. So and then obviously then it will just draft your reply, and then that's it. That's pretty good. Um, or another one. Okay, so I know you can do this within Gemini. So I'm gonna go to my email as well. One of my emails. I'm gonna open up Google, and I'm just gonna go to my. I'm just gonna open up Google right here, and then I'm just gonna switch over to my email right here. One of my emails. Okay, so we're gonna switch over to my emails. So obviously it's just giving me a notification. One thing that I do want Fellou to add, we need a built-in dark mode. I don't like the light mode. We need a built-in dark mode to switch over from light to dark, and we need a built-in ad blocker, which would be fantastic. Okay, so let's say for example, so I'm gonna click on this email right here. This is an email that I said before. So let's say, for example, you can do this with Gemini too, but within your browser, you can also do this. So there's a couple of other things I'm going to show. So right here, as you can see, the browser's looking at certain things, and then it's going to show you. Go. It's going to do all this type of stuff. So right here, so as you can see, so something similar to Gemini as well. Extract all the read context, analyze the email, identify the sender's name, click the reply, draft a professional response on the address, and then obviously review. There you go. And after, if you want to do it, you just click run, and then that's it. So that's another good scenario that you can do. So it is getting better. So that's another one right here. But so there you go. So you can do okay. So now let's say, for example, another good one would be I am going to go to Upwork right here. I'm going to Upwork and I'm going to log in. And I am going to show you something that you can do on Upwork. So let's say you're looking for certain things on Upwork, gigs or like whatever, looking for certain things. This is more of a new thing. To log in, email, and I'm going to show everyone what Upwork. So I'm going to show everyone here. This is in one of the new features that they just added yesterday. Let's see if I can remember my actual password. Is I forgot my password again. Go figure, right? Because I don't really use Upwork because obviously I do deals. I use more X, for example. I'm going to show you that, and I know X has some work there, so I might show is required. Odd. Okay, and I am typing in my email. Maybe I can do continue with Google. Okay, so not looking like it's. I do have an account. So. Okay, so maybe let's maybe go on X because X does have jobs. Go to X, and we're just gonna go to the job section because Upwork isn't working. So we got fuck. Trying to find all this because I don't even apply. This is basically what I do. So I'm just like what do I do here? Oh, is it open? Yeah, they need to work on certain things. Because I can't even see that. Supposedly it's here, but certain things that they might need to work on a little bit, I think. Oh yeah, about that. Yeah, there's certain things that they're still just it's not perfect, but it's definitely it's still pretty good. So they're just certain things that need to work on, I think, and see what happens. I forgot my password. So I can't even do this. So I might do it off. We'll be back. We're just gonna switch over to something else, just so we can fix the scenario right here. Just give us a minute, guys. Just trying to switch over to something else at the moment because I'm trying to log into this. And AI browsers are great, and so they're like there's certain things that like Fellou does have, but like it does need some better integration with certain other sites. I don't. So I'm not so sure why. Like it's. We're just gonna switch over right now. We're using something else at the moment, but I'm trying to. Just you're trying to get access to. My password. I want to show you something. Okay, so that's done. Yeah, they need to fix on like a lot of like the SSO and everything. Okay, so we're back now. So we're just gonna log back into Upwork after changing my password right now. And log back in. So we got the email right here. We're just gonna show you certain things. And Alencia. Okay, cool. This is me. I need to add certain things or whatever, but okay, so we're gonna do there's certain things I want to click on. Blah 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 blah. September 10th. Da 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 da. Yes, that's me. Password unaware. Okay, so this is me. Okay, so now for example, there's certain like connects that you would have. So okay, so let's say for example you want to apply to something here. So for example, UGC creators. So obviously I know what UGC is. Obviously, it's the stuff that obviously that you would do on like stuff like Higgsfield or like Pojo or something along those lines. So for example, I would just click on this. Um, so I'll just click. There's a couple of other things as well. So, but like let's just say UGC, and we got all this. Okay, so we click on this, and then based on this, so this is like so let's just say this is also for finding gigs, but let's say for example this is also something like LinkedIn or whatever. The same thing applies. It's just that obviously this is just for gigs. LinkedIn is for connecting with people or whatever, stuff like that. Okay, so this is like okay. So now let's say for example, okay, so we got all this. So we do this. Okay, so please apply for this posting. Also, please write a proposal. So, so this is for an example, but also if you want as well, You can apply for more jobs. So let's say based on all these other postings as well, I want you to like filter all the postings, and it's based on my connects, like do all that as well. Proposal, or give me a minute. Write a proposal that fits this. Also use my Upwork profile to match the proposal of the posting. Okay, so we got all this. So let's say you need all this type of stuff. So the same thing you can be with LinkedIn. This or like instead of Upwork, you can do can you based on the LinkedIn posting and based on my profile and all that type of stuff. Can you please fit this and like apply for it based off of all this type of stuff. So like let's say you have experience. Like let's say for example, there's like certain certifications you want to highlight on LinkedIn, or this case certain that you want to go on Upwork. Then you can put that in, and then hey, or like filter certain jobs based on my profile and based on everything, and then like certain tags and that match everything based on da 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 da, and then you just do that. So let's hit right now, and then we're gonna get. So as you're looking at right here, go, it's thinking, and then we got all the deep action. So this is what it's doing right now. As you can see, you got all the browser agents. Step 1, extract and analyze job posting details from your current page, include job title, description, required skills, budget, any specific requirements. So looking like this is a 13-step plan. Step 2, save the job details for various proposal creation. Step 3, navigate the Upwork profile to gather personal information. So you can do this for LinkedIn and all this type of stuff as well, based on other type of jobs. Step 4, track user skills, work history, portfolio items, education, certificate, etc. Say visible, analyze the match between job requirements, navigate back to the job posting itself, apply, write a professional personalized cover, address this, enter Taylor. There you go, you get the idea. So you can do this for LinkedIn, you can do this for Fiverr, you can do this for this, you can do this for all this type of stuff. And then as well, then now let's say I want to filter by region, I want to filter by this, I want to go expand, I want to do this, I want to like, there you go. Or let's say you're trying to find clients. Hey, I'm trying to find clients, or hey, Fellou, I want you to do a posting. I'm looking for this amount of people. You can also do it in reverse. I'm looking for these types of people, this and that, this and that. So I'm looking for a certain type of UGC creators, like right here. It'll write everything for you too. Boom, the same thing, just in reverse. There you go. So, which is fantastic. So you're saving yourself a hell of a lot of time. Obviously, you can send the emails. So another example would be, okay, so we got all that. Okay, so another example would be, another good example would be, okay, so we're going to go to another chat. We are going to open up our Gmail here. So let's say, for example, you have a messy Gmail, or you want to sort certain things out. So we're going to go here. We're just going to go to our Gmail. We don't really have much. Okay, so so this is our email. So you can just put, for example, let's say you have all these emails, and I need to do certain things, but like this is just basically my inbox, one of them. Anyways, okay, so let's just say you want, okay, so can you please delete any unread emails? So like, let's say there's any unread emails, or like certain things you please the new emails in my promotions updates within Gmail. Okay, so let's say you want, there is for new and promotions. So I'm just going to show you something. This is really cool. And to new and updates. Okay, so now what it's gonna do right here. Okay, so we're just let's say, for example, you want to get rid of certain things. Based on navigate the tabs based on stuff. I'll help you do certain things. Email goes to promotion. Mark all 4 new emails as read or delete them if the user prefers them completely gone. Then go to the updates tab. Um, so, for example, like I'm just going to select. Okay, so here we go. We have this is the promotions tab. So we got all these 4 new types of things. Okay, so we're just going to show you right now because I have a lot of other things, but obviously this is basically what I basically do on a daily basis. Run. They still need an ad blocker built in. Just kind of saying. So right here, this is the promotions tab right here. Right there. Okay, not everything. Okay, so there's several emails here. So I don't want all the emails. So no. Okay, so that. Boom. No, everything else don't delete. So cool. So just right there, we're showing you how to do certain things. So let's just say I want this, I don't want this, I want this gone. So everything else is good. So now we're just going to be marking the just the 4. So that's gone. I don't want this. And now it's just going to mark everything. And it's just going to select these 4. And then everything else it's not going to touch. So it's just basically looking at everything. I don't know why it's opening up other tabs for some reason, but it is. Why is it sending me an email? What the heck? I don't want it to reply to the email. I'm trying to figure. Okay, so we're just trying to see what that's going on. I'm just looking at how this is doing. Oh. Oh. How's this? So as you can see, it's highlighting everything. And that's the great thing is that since it's agentic, you can just go in and just say, "Hey, no, 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 just else." Oh, this is actually pretty good. Okay. So this is actually pretty sick. As you can see, I'm just gonna stop the task. So stop. Where'd you get the idea right here? That I can do that, do your tabs, send you an email, like all that type of stuff. But as you can see from here, you kind of get the idea that like I'm just gonna delete everything now manually. There's not too many touches, but like as you get the idea, like it's okay. So that's one of them. So as you get the idea right here, it can delete everything and you can do all that type of stuff. One thing I don't like is I think they should have a better working on tab group because it kind of throws everything. I'm not really a big fan of that. Um, but okay, so it can do that. It can draft your emails. Okay, so it can write an X post for you. What else is there? Okay, something. Another idea would be okay. So another one would be what would be. So let's say you have like a very have all your tabs on Instagram. So let's say that like the tab group, I still say they need to work on it. So this is my Instagram right here. I follow certain things. I do AI models. I do this. I do that. Okay, so another one would be, um, can you please make sure all my unviewed stories are viewed on Instagram? So let's just say you don't have time to do any of this, or so these are all like certain things that most people would do. Oh, because I'm subscribed to so many different types of things. So this is great because, um, so obviously these are all just all the unviewed stories. So we're just gonna do this. So this is like something else. Like I have like a lot of stories because obviously like so here are all the unviewed stories. So it's gonna start clicking and start viewing the stories. So here's the next one. So like it's just gonna click on certain things. We're gonna click on all this, and it's just gonna start viewing things. Oh, now it's just gonna go here. We're gonna click on here, and then go, as you can see. So, for example, so like it's trying to get like, here is the stories tab for all my stories. Sure it so the same thing with TikTok. You can do the same thing with TikTok, or let's say you want to upload like some sort of content. I'm gonna obviously the same thing. Like, hey, can you post this reply, or can you post this for for X, or can you do this or whatever, and then you can do it for you. So we're gonna see how this turns out. So now it's just going to advance everything. So, and as I say, here are all the, so, see. This is the speed I want it. Oh, we're just like, so I'm just giving everyone like, now it's, let's see how fast it's now going at the speed that I wanted it at. I'm asking it to go faster. So, so this is how you would do it. So I'm just like showing, like, see how fast this is, like the speed of this. So you can do it with the stories. You can do this. You can do. There you go. See. So that's another one you can do. So we're gonna stop the task, but like you can do the same thing for your TikTok. You can do this. So like, so these are all like certain things. Like these are all like the everyday like mundane things that people can do within your browser. You can do that. You can do stories. You can do like posters with. Imagine that you can do like a poster within uh, that within the browser. It can send you emails. It can do your stories. It can organize your inbox. So what else is there we can do? Let's say, for example, another one would be, I guess. Okay, so obviously, as well, you can like what else is there? But you get the idea. Another one would be what else? What else we can do here? Email, draft an email, check your inbox, apply for your work, do art, do posters. What else is there? Oh yeah, there's a feature that I wanted in here too, but so far so good. But like, look at all those mundane things that from your day to day that you can just easily do. There's another feature that I wanted to add, and not to they kind of got it right. They have someone in the hub. So another example would be okay. So we got some inspiration here. So just within these tasks. Okay, so for example, let's see how it would do. Before we actually do this, this is actually something I actually wanted them to add. So maybe since I'm showing it live, they can actually maybe implement it. So there's a feature that they got it right to a certain degree, but like this is something off of Opera that I wanted them to add. So I'm just gonna show them live right here. So as you can see, this bar. See how you have your assistant right here. You have Aria. So that would be the idea. So they got that right. But now let's say like you want to go in and then you want to go in. Let's say you want to check your Instagram. So you just open up the sidebar and you have your Instagram right here as you're browsing. Or let's say you want to open up your X or whatever. The same type of thing. Or let's say you want to open up a Spotify or whatever. You want to listen to your music or listen to your tunes and all that. You got your Discord. You got all this type of stuff. As you're in the browser, that would be kind of cool. That's what I was trying to go for that type of scenario. For the hub is really really good. It has certain things like that, like obviously your Sparks, you got all this, but like that would also be good, like an integration like that, so you can like as your like this within here. Like I think that would be good. Oh great, huh? Um, but that would be pretty good. Um, so I think that'd be fantastic as well. I actually am ironic the Pojo AI, and I actually am with them. Um, so okay, so let's say for example, you want to do something. So let's go into something like marketing. Um, so So let's say, for example, you want to do, okay, there you go, fashion brand. Fantastic. So let's say you want to do a brand or you want to do like a marketing plan. I want to see, that's actually what I wanted to do because I previously did it on the previous uh, uh, Fellou. And I was having, so let's say, for example, this one, or we can do like user needs and trends, pain points. Okay, so we'll do this one. Let's click on this and let's see how it does it with the action. So that would be like something like a marketing plan, or let's say we have career and study, or like whatever. So we're gonna see how this turns out. That's kind of ironic because I actually did kind of something similar in a previous video about a jewelry store. So looking like they're taking the steps right there. So we're gonna run this, and we're just gonna run all this. So we're gonna hit run, and yeah, obviously they pay attention. Okay, so now we're gonna do this, and we're still gonna check everything. And okay, so now it's trying to do, obviously it's gonna do the visual creation. Obviously, it needs to do a market step-by-step plan and everything. So this is just in general. So obviously we are doing something for this marketing type of place, so like a store. So let's see how everything turns out. So I love the home tab too, the hub, which is fantastic. Because now, like instead of you searching before, you have now you can just get ideas. Okay, so within there, I want to do something in fashion. I want to do something in this, or you can like go within the search here And then, for example, there's like a topic that you want to go, you can just hit search, and then it'll search within the side tab, which is fantastic as well. So we're just gonna go here. We got the image agent. We're gonna get 5 parallel nodes, create a social media campaign visual, create a lifestyle advertising visual, create the product, all that type of stuff. Like the variable storage is doing really, really good. Then we're going to obviously do certain things about finances that have all these different types of topics, and that kind of is a lot easier because now it starts to filter certain things out, and I am liking it. Like it is an upgrade from the past one, from the previous one, where so you got all this. Or another good feature that everyone's raving about is you can analyze YouTube videos. So I'm gonna do that as well, like analyze a YouTube video or like a TikTok or like something on X or like whatever like the X post is, like summarize my timeline and stuff like that. So like that's the like so that those are other types of features that people rave on about. Um, but just by that, but like these are all like send me an email, summarize my timeline. You got all this type of stuff right here. Design me a post. These are all mundane things. And yeah, obviously there's Pojo AI. There's a couple of other people which I do like and I do support. Obviously, I do like their style. I like a lot of the way that they're doing. Obviously, there's Higgs and everything, and all these other people who obviously I'm connected with as well, who do a fantastic job as well. But it's kind of interesting how now within the Fellou browser, you can just go onto the website and then just ask Fellou to do it for you as well, which is also fantastic because it also gives like a lot easier. Let's say there's certain things like I don't know, I want to prompt something and maybe generate ideas for me for Pojo or Higgsfield or whatever within the Fellou browser, and then it can just do it and they can prompt it for you, and then you got all this type of stuff. Or just draft me some ideas and then just puts it within the actual thing and it just generates it for you, which is fantastic. Kind of like this campaign. Look at all this. So look at this. Saved you 12 minutes. Done in 12 minutes. Right there. Look at all this. You got all the banners. You got all the advertising. Fantastic. Look at all this. So we're gonna start looking at certain things right here. Look at all this. See, saving you so much time. Visuals. Got the banners. Right here. So we got everything. Follow you completed advertising campaign for summary visuals. Got the hero banner, concept description of the vision, intended case for multiple case studies, styling, color palettes, everything, target audience demographics, brand voice and tone, multi-channel deployment, all this stuff. Okay, so we got all this. So let's look at the. I guess we can download certain things. Unless like we can this one. This is the MD. Okay, that's actually not too bad. So we got all this. So okay, that's actually not too bad. Advertising, visual creation. So these are just visuals itself. Okay, these are the visuals. So, so that was just a visual. So we're gonna do these are the graphics which I did. So discover user trends, pain points, and about headphones on social media. I guess recommend the best release time for this. Got all this, so we did that. That's actually kind of cool. So we got that data and analytics. I guess would be like oh, that's actually really good. Actually, I would actually this is actually pretty good here. Oh, stocks and everything. That so and it's fun. So this is actually pretty good. I'm actually liking this. This feels a lot better. Wow, this is just like a multi-step plan. I love it. We're gonna run it. Obviously, I'm a So we got all those stocks. So it is now doing that. So we got the marketing. We're gonna do career and study. We're gonna do all this stuff, other type of stuff. It's like holy Jesus, look at all this. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go investment strategy analysis. So it's doing all that boring type of stuff. I don't know why it's saying I'm not a robot, but okay. So we got all this type of stuff. So let's say you're looking into the market, or let's say you need to do financial data. Let's say you're like a stockbroker or an investment person, or just all that type of stuff. There you go. Got all this type of stuff. Everything's downloaded. I'm gonna probably end up getting rid of certain things, but like there you go, man. Years of, as they say, why are you gonna? Oh, but we need to hire a VA and this and that and etc. 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 No, it's useful, man. Like I would have to say, basically, all my stuff is automated. You're probably thinking, okay, so this guy has time to do this and all this other stuff, and then do 25 different other. Yeah, because I use AI browsers. This is one of the best ones actually here. Obviously, there's certain things I want to like incorporate. Like there's certain other things that like aren't too bad, but like there you go. Like here's your strategy right here. The strategy is I use an AI browser. It does everything for you. It prints everything. You got your data. You can do like marketing reports, all this type of stuff. Editor analysis, like you can do like a campaign for visuals, all that type of stuff. Look at all this. Look. This would take months and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks to do. Look at now. Look at all this. Look what's going on. If anyone says to me that I can do a better job than the AI, I doubt it. So you can do all this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Sorry to tell you, no, you won't be able to. Look at this. Look at this. This is insane. This is way better. Like just from my original uh Fellou uh review compared to this is up. Like this is next level. It's getting way more information. It's getting like it's more in detail. Um, and like the great thing is that like it's like how it was before. Like there were certain like the variable storage is fantastic. It's a massive upgrade. The scanning is a lot faster. It feels like it's actually now understanding the nitty gritty and everything, which is fantastic. I like the fact that it's obviously somewhat of like an L4, so it's semi-autonomous, meaning that it has you don't have to do that much manual work, and it can actually understand the depth and the reason why, which is also fantastic too. All this, like hands down, amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Like this is this is just like I reviewed the first one previously, and like this is like look at this, and look how detailed this is. Like index fund, section one, section two, section three, section four, section five, section like like previously before in the original one that you previously how it was before, it wasn't this detailed. Like this is like just from using the previous one to this has severely improved. Look at this. Look at this. This is how reporting should be done. Hands down. This is how you should be doing marketing campaigns with the visuals. This is how like okay. So this is just stocks itself. So now let's say I want a marketing campaign from X. It would do something similar. The only thing is that just replace stocks with like ROIs and KPIs and trends and everything, and you would get a full blown type of thing. This is insanity. Like, ugh. And it does section one. Before there was no sections. It was just here you go. But now you got the sections, which is a massive upgrade, which is easier to break down, easier to present. Let's say you have a presentation. You can do, hey, this is section one, broken down. Now let's go into section two. Now let's go into section three, and everything's neatly organized. Like this is wild. It can, as I say, mundane things, clear my inbox. Like even just your everyday daily tasks, clear my inbox. I want to clear my Instagram stories, TikTok stories. I want to post on X. I want to post on Instagram. Like I want to go to Hicksfield. I want to go to Pojo. I want to go to such and such, whatever it could be. And by doing that, now, like, and then you're cutting yourself time, and then you can have another browser, and then at the same time, I need a marketing report done or whatever, and then on the other tab, it's doing the marketing report as well. Like insanity. Like, look at this. This is truly winning in 2025, going into 2026. If you are not using agentic L4, as they would say in the at the end, AGI in your browser, if you're not using this, you're crazy. I'm sorry. You are literally saving yourself days, weeks, years of work, months, everything, hours that can be done in seconds. Look at this. It even tells you how much time you even saved before that wasn't even said. Now it's telling you. This is truly next level. Like this is truly next level. Like imagine that. So all this type of stuff, for everything breaking down. You got a visual report. You got a text. It's just there. Like this is basically how it should be done. And then I love, but it's not AI slop. It's not this. It is saving. It's getting all the information from all the most relevant tabs. From okay, so obviously Yahoo Finance, Investopedia, this, that, or like anything marketing, and all that type of stuff. Like where all the places for the marketing, or let's say you need to get certain things for social media for a campaign to do a competitor analysis. Obviously stuff like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. This showed you the competitor analysis. What are they doing that? And then it breaks it down, and then it compares it to your product. It gives you a full report, and stuff like that. And then there you go. Or you can do something with stocks. Like, okay, so for a quarterly report, I need to know what I'm not doing right, stock wise or financial wise. But it just does it, and then there you go. Like this is truly next level. And people are still going against this, which just blows me away. All right, looking like it should be done. Okay, let's see. Let's click to open. Done. Saved you 11 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm gonna save you 4 minutes, so we got an extra 4 minutes. Let's open this. I'm actually kind of curious how it turned out. Okay, so here is the report. So here you go. Conference index. You can see right here. Available data. Average returns, macro. There you go. So we got the detailed. So you got your index funds, passive strategy, tracking market intakes like S&P 500, low cost, active funds, professional management, aiming, stocks, or company ownership. You do a breakdown of everything. The notable extremes are everything going on. It is mirroring 2008 and everything, so it's very interesting. That's 1930. So we got all this, as you can see, with your bonds, mutual funds, breaking everything down. This is the executive summary. Compared India, compared to the US, compared to Europe. The EU's cooked at this stage, which I'm happy about, actually. All this, but you get the idea. It gives you all like the returns right here. But again, you get the idea right here, and then you can do all that. So there you go. So okay, so we got some. I did all that. Use Pojo AI, productivity, design. So we did data analytics. We did the marketing. We're gonna do daily life. Um, daily life. Oh, I guess. Okay, so this will just be like a little daily life thing. Find past stations go when we go by visit. But maybe spell it a little bit different. Okay, so find me the best locations to go if I visit Tampa Bay. Um, so I'm gonna go right here for Fellou, right here, just a daily life type of thing, just tourist type of thing. So we are going to search right here. All those web pages. This is more of a daily life type of thing. Yes, that actually does. Here's all the best type of things. I don't know how a daily life is share transfer. I don't. I think that would be more into like case studies or something like that. But like, here are all the nice places you can go. Oh, that's more of a daily life type of thing. We're gonna hit new chat. We got data analytics. That daily life productivity. So okay, so career and study. I think this one would be pretty good. That's actually pretty good, actually. I would. So this is career and study. So let's say you want to do something about AI or like do something else, but this one. There you go. Here's a fetch of the last 7 days right there. Then we're going to go into the deep action right here. least. Holy Jesus, 22. No, keep on going. Let's go. We're gonna run. You have like 30 steps, but it's definitely worth it. Okay, so but here's just all this type of stuff I've done. Inspiration. The last one is productivity, data, daily life, marketing, inspiration. But like, I look at the other inspiration, but like this is just for the most part. Like you can pretty like. That's what I keep on saying. Like people are saying, "Oh no, you can't do any of this." No, this is all the stuff I'm already doing. This is pretty much. This is actually really good, but like this is just more in depth. So obviously you can do like summarize my timeline, the same text, but like either way, like this is searching certain things. I'll clear certain things after, but this is just like this is kind of it. Like this is fantastic. Imagine all that scraping, just like bit by bit by bit by bit. Obviously, you'll search other things. It could look at YouTube. It could look at LinkedIn. It could look at all these other type of things. I think Copilot now is in. Yeah, Copilot's now in Edge. I think they're trying to do something like Flu, but it feels like, as I say, like I keep on saying, is that like everyone's trying to catch up to Asia, and you're probably, oh, but Mr. Z, you have, yes, obviously I have, yes, of course, I have certain connections and all that stuff. Yeah, that's true. But but it doesn't really matter. Like it's just like because I wanted, like I was looking at a browser. I was actually tired of doing stuff manually, so I was just going online, and then this appeared on X somehow. Um, yeah, I was just going online. I was searching type of stuff. You know how like pretty much like how certain things pay attention to you, like your phone or something or whatever, or just you're just searching certain things up, and then obviously it's within the Google ecosystem. So pretty much you go on X, and obviously since obviously like there's certain things, so I just came up across this like browser, one of the leading. This is way before Comet. This is way before Edge. This is way before Opera Neon. This is like months before even Google made put AI mode into all this, kind of similar to Edge and everything. This is all way before all that. And I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll try it out. I was actually starting to get it's actually one of the first type of things I actually started to review, like a live review, and I liked it so much, and I said to myself, I might as well reach it. And then there you go. So like, but I was just kind of getting tired because instead of AI is exploding, so there's got to be a browser, something. And then I stumbled upon them, and that was kind of it. So again, thanks again to Fellou and everyone. Yeah, for helping, for obviously the great features. Obviously, I'm supporting them; they're supporting me. But like, thanks for just like making a fantastic browser. Like, I reviewed the original one, but this is just way more in depth. This is just like just compared to the original. Like, it's just fantastic. Like, like before it could do certain things, but it wasn't this organized. Like compared to like the previous reports which I've done. Like, got it. This is next level. Like, and it's kind of funny how like everyone else is trying to catch up. Like, obviously there's Comet, there's obviously Edge, and all that. Chrome added AI mode, so did Edge. Obviously, there's a couple of other new competitors that are kind of that are fairly new to a lot of search engines, but like I would have to say comparing it like to like this from like certain uses, like just comparing it to like all the features that like other people are like adding. Just by looking at certain updates on X and looking at like certain things. Obviously, I follow a lot of other types of people and other like browsers as well. But just by like following them and then just comparing it and just like seeing the updates, it feels like a lot of them are actually trying to like how do I put it, like they're trying to copy Asia because obviously Asia is a lot more advanced. Like for example, like even just with the AI, like the majority of people, actually more than almost like 70% of people are using AI in Asia. Like they're not even really resisting anything. Like they're actually, yeah, you want to get ahead. And I think, but versus kind of like in the States where it's kind of like 50-50, and then the EU fucked. But like, I think that having that type of mentality actually helps because AI, like there's all the doom and everything. So let's see how long this took actually. Took me, gave me at least 6 minutes. Took around, there you go, it's not too bad. So let's look at the VC News Hub here. Got all the type of stuff. You got all your categories right here. You can filter all by categories. First A to Z. You can even search articles within here. Actually, this is actually fantastic. This is just within the last 7 days. Updated actually today. Obviously, this is the local time for me. So you got all this. Why AI destruction will define the next decade. Okay, so we got here. This is the insight. So we can just hit read more, and then I'll just take. So obviously not there, but obviously have here as a lookable AI growth. So this I would actually kind of fix this a little bit, because it would be great if you can actually go into the page. So, but for the most part, you got a little bit of a summary. You got all this. You got all this type of things. You got all the summaries. So that's actually pretty good. But you can actually summarize everything, all your insights and all that. But like that's, I would kind of fix this when you can go. It would be great if you can actually go into the thing. But see this one. So it's actually pretty good. So a little bit of work that maybe needs to be a little bit done, but for the most part, I do like it. Okay, so I did the Gmail type of stuff already. So that's kind of already counts. Productivity, summarize, organize, Twitter. So we got some productivity. The data, so daily life. So we got all this. So I even that productivity. I actually did all that. Create certain things. So actually productivity. Actually, what I'm gonna do is this is actually just one of the last things I want to do. So we can do that. So I'm not gonna do a table, but I'm just gonna summarize my X. So we're just gonna go here. I would fix certain things. Okay, so only important news, most important news. Okay, so we're gonna see how this turns out. So let's say you want to summarize your X timeline. Let's say you don't want to go through everything, but you want to summarize everything, all that. Or let's say you want to go to the YouTube, like what's the most popular things, like what are the most important things on YouTube or whatever, stuff like that. You can do it right here. That I ship post a lot here too on X too, so there's also that. Sora 2 is not that great, to be honest, just to let you know. There you go. So it summarized everything, so you can do that too. But yeah, you can do images, you can do videos. So let's see. I want you. So I guess another one would be. Can you please make me a marketing video about AI's positive impact? See if we can actually do it. So we're just doing other types of things. Let's see if we can actually do this. I don't know. I just want to see if we can actually do that. So just seeing. Do videos, it can do posts, it can post my stuff, post on X, do replies, like it can. Oh, hold on. I never mind. Okay, so let's see if we can actually do this. I actually don't have access to LinkedIn, unfortunately, because, well, I just. uh, I'm just gonna skip the site, unfortunately. Oh, you motherfuckers. Task pending. Oh. You can even make a marketing video. See? Everything's done with it. It can also just obviously this is why I kind of saying like I can understand why they're actually use Fellou to create a video illustrating. Like you can obviously go into the Fellou and everything. You can also go into Pojo or Higgsfield or whatever. But you can do all this too. But like I think like this is what I keep on saying. Everyone's saying, "Oh no, it's like this. You can do it. This is from a browser. I'm liking it. Oh yes, it can do your daily life. It can do this. Obviously clear your emails, all that type of stuff. Like you get art apparently too. Do music. The last one I did, I was doing the music update off 2.4. That's actually really cool. So yes, apparently now, yeah, apparently now Fellou can now code too. It's very interesting. More you discover because of AI. Dang. See, this is what I mean by the L4 because obviously with L3, yeah, sometimes you may have to like change certain things. Um, L3 to L4, it's semi-autonomous, meaning that it can still think partially for itself, but that is still a major win because at least it has an idea of actually it's not like L5 or L6. Obviously now it's just like self-aware, but like it's semi-self-aware. So obviously there's a lot less human interaction, and the AI can actually at least figure it out, like in the sense of like with not so much guidance, at least you can kind of figure it out, and it can at least make like a good attempt at it based off of like how would like the user do it, or like for example, like it will make like a best attempt, and like without not so much human guidance, it's more now has like a little bit more freedom to actually make tasks, obviously helping you out a little bit more. See, because obviously with L3, you would have to say convert this to an FFmpeg. Now do you use OpenCV? Now do this. Now do that. But now you don't have to do that. And now it can actually think for like someone think for itself, which is actually fantastic. This is the idea. Making it easier on you, so that means you can do something else. And see, it's learning from itself. See, usually then you would have to say, hey, re-upload these images. Now it's noticing, wait, I didn't upload the images properly. I have to re-upload them. Ah, there you go. Now it's actually somewhat thinking like a human, which saves you time. See? This is what I'm talking about. This is the future. But that's what I keep on. So like that's why I like doing these reviews like in depth, because I want to do the most mundane things versus to the most complicated things. So like what are the most mundane things? Email, send me an email, do an X reply, do a post, all that type of stuff. Then to somewhat a little bit more, another mundane thing would be make me a marketing report, all that type of stuff. A little bit more mundane, but a little bit more advanced. And then obviously, then you would go to making me a photo, to a poster, do an advertising campaign. Obviously, then now obviously make a music video or something along those lines. But like, and there's like, or like if you're trying to do finances, that's actually pretty mundane, but obviously pretty a little bit more complicated. Due to the fact of, okay, I need all this data crunch, like I need all of the reports and everything based off the latest, like, or like if you already have a report, obviously you can just hit the attached file and all that type of stuff as well. But either way, like it's just easier to do. You're saving yourself a lot of time, and at least the AI is learning, which is L4, which at least it learns and it has an idea, and then the more it learns, the better it can do it. Which is fantastic. And all in a browser too. But obviously there's other types of things. There's other tools you can use as well in partnership. Like obviously, I want Pojo AI, Flu. I need you to do this, or Higgsfield. I want you to do this. Give me a good prompt and all that type of stuff, and all that, and then they'll just do it for you, and insert it, and then make it for me. Boom, boom, done, done. That's it. Which is fantastic as well. And I know there's like a lot of sites that would usually help you out, but like, why use a site we can just ask for? Like, there you go. So like another less type of thing. So AI is taking another aspect of a lot of things. They're just making everything just so much easier and so much like uh, all that type of stuff. But like obviously there's certain things like I obviously wanted like that sidebar with the social media to save a little bit more time, and you can just go in there and then within that box you can like summarize certain things, summarize instead of opening a tab. And but like but either way, like I think like compared to like the original review, obviously it's a lot longer, obviously there's a lot more certain things, but like I think compared to like to the original review, like it's a massive upgrade for sure. The original review wasn't too bad, but like there were a lot more L3, L2 to L3 type of scenarios where I had to more manually do certain things, versus now, which is going to L4 to L4 to L6, which is a lot less more manual, and at least the AI actually has a understanding of what's going on, so it can actually do it itself. Obviously, saving you time as well. And like I keep on saying, all thanks to the people at Fellou. I am super happy that I actually found them. I'm happy that this is actually the first AI browser that I actually tested out, surprisingly, and it's actually one of the best ones actually. Um, Compared to like, yeah, there's Comet and everything, and I haven't done a review yet of it, but I will. But like, I don't know, like just compared to this, like it doesn't have like the hub, it doesn't have like the actions or like the think or anything like that. Like it's just like compared to this, like I don't know, like I just compared to all this type of stuff and just like the features that I'm looking at, it like it feels like they're adding later on features. And obviously there's a couple of other browsers that I don't. Atlas is terrible, by the way. Everyone's. I kind of figured, so I wouldn't even touch that. By the way, lots of people are saying it's terrible. Strawberry, I don't really know because obviously it's one of the new kids on the block. Uh, Google AI mode is interesting. It's Google. Edge is still very new, so I think it's too early to call. But like a lot of the features, it feels like they're trying to catch up. Google AI modes are very interesting. I might look into that as well, just comparing, but it's Google, so. But but even just like what I've been seeing compared to this, I don't know. I'm comparing certain things to the Fellou, but like it just feels like strawberry. Obviously, like strawberry and edge are obviously too early to call because they're very new. So like I think I'll wait for more information so I can make it like obviously like a good type of idea. Like because obviously they're very new. They're like the new kids on the block. So like I can't really give like a full breakdown of like saying how good it is. Atlas is terrible, so it's obviously ChatGPT. So obviously, I kind of figured it would bomb. So that doesn't really surprise me. A lot of people, there's a lot of hype about it, a lot of review, and everyone's just saying this stuff. But as I say, like there's strawberry, and obviously there's edge. So I think a lot of people say it has potential, but like I just don't know so much about it, so I can't really make an educated. Like, I can't really say like I would use it or like I wouldn't use it or like stuff like that. Like Comet, like it's not too bad, but like just it has a lot of information out there. And obviously it came out after like Google obviously is like a lot of information too, but like it feels like it kind of lacks. Like, because obviously like they're adding like a lot of features, but like they could have, it would have been easier to do a lot of things because they already had Gemini already, so like it would just kind of be easier, like just to put like a Gemini mode, like how like Edge did, but like feels like they kind of dropped the ball, and it feels like kind of China again. Like obviously with the flu was obviously one of the first ones, like just from there to like the CE, like it was already like an AI browser itself, so like it was already fully AI, but now just like with the CE edition, like kind of just feels like there's a massive upgrade and you can kind of see it. So like I think like there's a lot more context with Flu because obviously they already did it. So like this is just like the better iteration. So like there's already kind of like a paper trail to follow in a type of way. So this one's taking a little bit longer than expected because I think like it's an interesting perspective because you can do a lot of AI music videos and a lot of AI certain things within like stuff like Pojo, like Higgsfield, like all of this. Obviously, there's Pojo, Higgsfield, all this type of stuff, and like obviously there are certain tools like so like for example like the new type of tools that kind of came out, but like within the browser, it's kind of interesting because like obviously you can do the photos, you can do all this type of stuff. Obviously because obviously that's they were hyping up with the music and the photos, which I actually did review previously on 2.4 edition before the CE edition came out. So that's a little bit more different. Obviously there's Suno and all that, but you can already do it within the browser. But like the videos, I'm not too sure. So this is kind of like new territory uh, for me. So I don't really know if you can do it. So let's find out. If not, then I can just tell them maybe like we should fix certain things, and then after maybe to do like a music video. So like, so either way, like it's just like a new attempt of mine. It's like, so let's see if we can actually do it. And if not, I can just tell obviously I'm just gonna send it to them, and obviously they'll say, okay, that's very interesting. It's a very interesting take. But like for the most part, like all the mundane type of things. Okay, so like do a marketing report, do like stocks, certain taxes, keep me up to date with this. all that type of stuff. Like, you know, the mundane type of things. You have some productivity. You can make you images. You can do campaigns. You can do all this type of stuff. You can make you music. You can do all that type of stuff. I'm not too sure. Maybe you can do some animation. I'm not too sure about that. But like, this is like what I wanted to do with the music video, because it kind of counts. Because obviously, a lot of music videos are animated. Obviously, lots of people use stuff like obviously Premiere and Adobe Animate and everything before in the past to do certain other types of things. So I just want to see how like it would do it and that type of stuff. So like, let's see. So, but even animation, like obviously there's kind of photos, but obviously we would have to animate and like turn it into a video. So let's see how this turns out. It's extensive, but for the most part, like organize my schedule, Gmail, everything. For the most part, like it seems pretty baller. Let's find out. And obviously, there's other stuff like in video too, which is an interesting perspective too. They can do certain things like that as well. But from the browser, I haven't really done this. This is more of like a personal experiment. Memory constraints. Yes, I'm gonna. This is why I do things live, so then they can look at this. Memory constraints. Serious? Uh, I would fix that too. So, we'll see. Like, yes. Either way, it took a little longer than expected. I probably have a ton of credits, by the way. Um, so as they say, I'm not that worried. As they say, I not when I was reattempting and everything. So for me, it's that like I'm not that worried about the credits. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. I got a boatload of credits, so I'm all good. But I did give a lot of feedback and everything, and it is really good. Um, like I'm blown away at like just what it was before, and we'll see how the sandbox is. It's trying to download the video, um, so I want to see how it turns out. And it's very easier now to get your downloaded sections and see all that type of stuff. So okay, it's actually doing everything. Because before I was having issues finding my downloads. Before I was having issues doing a lot of certain things. So it took around 20 minutes, so which isn't too bad. So we're gonna see it in the folder. So we're gonna go here. Okay, so it actually has it right here. So I'm not too sure. You would actually have to download this. You can't really view it within like within. So I'm not too sure if maybe you can like just a download link. Okay, so we're gonna probably end up playing it right now. So we're gonna throw it up right here on the second screen so we can show you how it is and see how it turned out. So this is the Fellou thing that we did. So it took a little bit longer than expected, but let's find out. Not too. So again, not too bad. With that, it didn't like I would have liked it to maybe have a little bit more animation, maybe like kind of like have more a little bit more motion. But for the most part, it actually did a pretty decent job. And it's a lot more still images, but for the most part, I would have to say that it actually isn't too bad. So either way, all in all, I think there could be a little bit more of a upgrade. But for the most part, like I actually did a pretty decent job. Um, for not too bad for a campaign, but it could be worked on a little bit. But I would have to say based off everything. So pretty much based off everything. So like obviously we got like you can summarize YouTube videos, you can do Instagram. What else is there? You can do like obviously like X, all that type of stuff. Instagram, TikTok, all like basically send me an email, do an email, drop me this, do that, check my inbox, clear my inbox, everything. For the most part, make me a campaign, do this, stocks, data analytics, everything. Through and through, I'd have to say, compared to the previous one, this was very, very good. It was very, very positive. Um, and I feel like a lot of other browsers are just catching up. But for the most part, I'll have to say it's solid. Another win for Fellou. Um, like I said, obviously there's obviously still Edge and obviously there's Strawberry, so there's not that much information on about it because obviously they're still fairly new and a lot of other features are being made. But it kind of feels like a lot of people are just playing catch up. Atlas is terrible. Comet is still trying to add certain things. Chrome just finally added AI mode. Um, but for the most part, all in all, I would have to say now, obviously, they're adding certain things like Fellou AI for video illustration, current market turbulence, create a video like with Fellou. Sorry, with Pojo. Obviously, you got Pojo, you got Higgsfield. Now they're incorporating all that type of stuff, and I think that's just all in all fantastic. So, like, make it easier for people. Maybe you don't know how to prompt properly, or maybe you want to learn how to prompt, and then you can like give me an example, and then you can throw it in there, and then by doing that, then you know how to prompt and everything. So, or maybe you want to do something or something completely different. Um, but either way, I think all in all, I think it's just a massive upgrade, and I think like just the impact itself and like and everything, and it just kind of feels yeah. Obviously, I have my opinions on X, and obviously certain people who are like, oh no, it's not gonna work, but like I think it does work, and it's just that people just obviously like I was watching certain interviews and everything, but like it all comes down to this: like if you've been doing something for a very very long time, let's say you've been doing something for 20, 30, 40 or so years, uh, and then all of a sudden automation comes in. Obviously, you're not going to like it due to the fact that obviously that's all you know. But I think, but then obviously there's people who've done it for a short amount of time, maybe like 5 or 10 years, and they're just like, okay, fantastic, I don't have to do this anymore. But it all depends, and I think like lots of people who are just used to it, but like, they have to adapt. If not, they're gonna get left behind. And obviously the examples of like people going from a horse to a car, or from like a car to an airplane, or like a boat or whatever it could be. And I think like all in all, I think that like lots of people like it can make your life easier, but it feels like there's still too much resistance. So obviously, except in Asia, um, but like it can actually help you out, but it just feels like lots of people just I think lots of people are just not liking it just due to the fact that obviously like they don't want to be replaced, but eventually everything has to evolve. Thank you all for watching and for this review. More updates to come. Obviously, if there's a new update or like a mini update or like anything like that, I probably will be covering it and going into excessive detail. But for the most part, this is pretty much what it can do for now. I'm happy. This is just one of an idea that kind of came out. Kind of do a marketing video, so one of those hidden features. I always like to see if I can find some hidden gems and hidden features because obviously some there are certain things that maybe you don't know about, or maybe they're working on, or maybe they just haven't released it yet. But I just like going into the hidden features and everything. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, Mr. Z signing up.